Alright guys, I think we're finally at the phase where we need to go ahead and try to put the wheel to the swing arm. Go ahead and put a little grease inside these seals on this side. Alright, so that's got that one. Do the same for the other side. And again, this is quote temporary, so we'll put the larger one on the left side for now. But this block is damaged anyway, so we're going to need to look to be replacing this one. But maybe this will work for mock-up purposes. So let me go ahead and put some grease on the old axle itself. Take our rim. Pass this through. Alright, through on one side, through on the other. Alright. Washer. And the nut. And I also don't have a cotter pin for it. But again, this is just prelim. There we go. I think, there we go. Alright. Wait a minute, guys. That seems way off. Even to be this far back, that seems way off. Alright, see all the space between this and that? So now we're on the rear of the 87 RM250. And at least on this bike, the spacer question has been answered. The brake caliper does indeed take up that extra space. So, looks like I'm going to need to get the caliper before I do any lining up. At least this mounting block, because then that'll tell us if our positioning is correct on the spacer maybe. So we need that lower mount, not necessarily this actual caliper itself, the lower brake mount. So let's go investigate that, and you all stay tuned. All right. That looks fairly clean enough that I'm not going to bother with cleaning this before I put it on. So I'm just going to quickly clean the sliding block for the caliper mount. Since, at any rate, just going to give this a loose cleaning. See if you guys can see this. Yeah, I saw it moving. So that's exactly how that goes, guys. Ta-da! And some up under the bottom. All right. You know, some maybe on the side too. This is just so that we can get everything lined up, true the wheel, get our centering marks made, and then we'll take all this back down, and when everything's complete, looks like it's going to work, we'll do it the quote right way. Alright, so now we should be able to put our bracket on there. Alright, bam, bracket on there. So at this point, we should be able to put the wheel on there, right? Make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Spacer on that side, spacer on that side. This should get us close to being lined up. I'm going to go ahead and grab the axle. Alright. Got the axle through that side. And any minute now. Alright, it's poking through that side. Let's bring our caliper back. Or our wheel forward. There we go. Line those up. Alright, now we're coming through. So now, with that on there, now we can put our spacer block on, our washer, and finally our 24mm head nut that I don't have a socket for yet, but I will get one. And there we go. Alright guys, I'm going to put these adjusting blocks at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 position, which they're very close to now. And like I said, in my mind, these stops here, which this one's already loose, are nothing more than limiters. Like, they just limit how far forward the thing's going to go. It's not really holding the wheel or anything in place. That's the job of the nut and the bolt. But I'll play the game because this will give me practice adjusting the wheels. So we're going to try and get these lined up as best we can. Okay, that's decent. Let's just slide it forward now. And this side over here is at the stop. So now we should be at 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's tighten that up. Try to keep this aligned. Sorry, let's check it now. 1, 2, 3, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's lined up. This side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lined up good. Okay. Alright guys, 24 millimeter. Let's see if that's correct, and it is. So, let's try and tighten this. Alright. Alright, this block is resting against the adjuster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now then, let's go back to the other side and torque the wheel down. Alright, now the Chilton's manual called for the torque on this to be between 64 and 84 foot-pounds. So I'm going to go with the average and do it at 74. I already got my torque wrench set at that. So a few clicks of this and we should be good to go. Alright. Okay. Oh, wheel's not turning now. So that's not good. Good thing we checked that. Why is the wheel not turning? Brake disc is free. 74 too much foot-pounds? I don't believe that. Are these bearings bad? Should I not be spinning this if that is the case? But yeah, that's odd. Why is there not a lot of play in this thing? Let's look in here and clearly see that there is no sleeve in the middle. Alright guys, so we got our new wheel bearings in, got our spacer in, and seals. So we're ready to grease up the axle, grease up our wheel spacers, and then slide the thing on. Line up my rotor, or caliper mount a little. Let's plop this in here. There we go. We're through on the other side as well. Line that up. Come over here. Put my block, washer, and nut on this other side. Got my torque wrench set to 70 foot-pounds. My wheel positioned in the blocks as best I can. Should have used a ratchet to get this initially tightened, but just hold on guys, because I don't have the caliper block lined up. Alright, now let's slide our caliper back. Now let's slide our axle through. There we go. Alright. Okay. trying to keep tension on the front of this wheel to try to pull it to these adjusters as tight as possible. 70 still feels like a lot, guys. There we go. All right, now for the moment of truth. There we go. That's what we was looking for. All right, success. So now we loosely assemble the engine case, put it up here, and put a straight edge on the drive sprockets. I'll let you know how I plan to proceed. In the meantime, stay tuned.